Hey guys, welcome back to another art time-lapse video. In this one, I'm going to be showing off two images that I did for commissions. The commissioner was a DeviantArt user by the name of mermaidsex, and he wanted me to do two of his characters in two different scenarios. And I'm streaming these sort of around the same time as each other, so I hope you enjoy. Not gonna lie, doing something like this was a bit nerve-wracking in a way, because well, I'm still trying to learn and doing like what felt like a complicated pose. Made me a bit nervous about getting it right, getting it wrong. So hopefully I did just at least sort of stick to point with this one. One of the most annoying parts of doing this is something similar to like what you just see right there with the beard. Just like trying to find the right bits to see where the openings are and closing up so that I can do easy erasing for later on. It's one of the problems that I have with mainly Paint.net. Oh, and also, since we're here, I've been actually did something a little bit different with how I did the eyes for this one. And honestly, I kind of like how it came off. It's a lot less lines, and honestly, it just looks more visually intriguing. So, I might do something similar to this in the future, if not just continue to do this outright for digital pictures going forward. You know what? I'm just gonna say right now, doing like black outfits, black hair, it's actually difficult in my opinion because you have to find the right shading, you have to find the right, just the right amount of just everything so that it doesn't stick out so much or just bleed within the lines itself, while also utilizing it for shading purposes later on. Just find the right shade is that difficult for me, in my opinion. Or more, not difficult, more very annoying. I'll put it that, very annoying. So the reason why I add these like little freckles, I will say, onto his hair is because it just looked so flat to me with that. And given how like barely colored a lot of my stuff is, except for like some soft saying here and there, I felt like it really needed to help stand out. Not gonna lie, I love how the scarf sort of came out. Even though there's like a minimalist like detail within the scarf, I just feel like it came out so well, especially with the shading later on. It just gave that so much depth compared to just the flatness from earlier. And that actually gave me a bunch more confidence compared to when I started this, which I feel like I was internally screaming. I will admit, I'm extremely surprised with how well I ended up pulling off this background. So basically, he wanted his characters to sort of like dance in like a room. I picked sort of a living room, like something you would see like a high-rise building or something fancy like that, and I ended up sort of, well, doing just like a living room with these large windows so that light could pierce in. And I ended up going with like Las Vegas like buildings, that ones that do those colorful glows at night that makes it just like pop. And I ended up sort of like, while working on this, sort of doing like, what if like one color signs on one character and another light on another, and just like how I just like playing with like sort of the lighting a bit. And I feel like it really made this picture pop out a lot more than usual, and I just loved how that happened. It wasn't even like on purpose, it was more accidentally like figuring out as I was working on this, which made it even more better in my opinion. And that's about it for this picture, but there's another picture to go, so rather than just stopping the video right here, let's just go and scoot on over to the next one, shall we? The reason why I'm so silent right now is because for a good chunk of this, I kind of have nothing to say. It's kind of sort of the same old. Where everything sort of like picks up, in my opinion, is definitely in the background, sort of the Genie tales. So you'll most likely hear my commentary when that comes up. Ooh, now here where the fun starts coming in. I'll just start off by saying that I do really like how I did the Genie tales, but I still have at least kind of closer together in some ways. I do like the fact that I'm slowly doing this wireframing with the tails, but I still feel like they're a bit too far apart, and that just might be because of my little fear of having them a little too close together and just making it look off. And I know that's a sort of a silly thing, but I guess it's one of those things that you have while you're still working on images and haven't really felt like you improve. A lack of confidence almost. I love how this background came out, no joke. So what he wanted me to do was sort of make it look like the place that they were dancing was a fading away, sort of. So I decided, hey, how about I make it just melt away and sort of have this like fog-like effect with the tails, sort of cover up the room that was once there, and just have this nice starry sky, because I love those kind of backgrounds. I like doing those despite all the little dots everywhere. I just feel like it looks very, very beautiful in the end. Something that I didn't notice until I was working on this was sort of the moon, where in the last one it was small and sort of in the distance. This one is sort of more up close, but I feel like it adds to the atmosphere, especially the little glow around it. I just feel like it just adds this more fantastical night setting. And with that, both of these parts are done. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end, if you guys could be there for that long. I had a lot of fun working on these pictures. So I want to thank the commissioner again. Thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time. GG and see you later.